guys, it's Dan Book Nook Noggin here, and I wasn't really sure I wanted to share this one with you, but because it was something that I was super stoked to read, this is something that had been on my TBR for quite a while, so I finally got my hands on it, and well, we'll get into it. This is Far Sector, written by N.K. Jemison, and I do have to say, this is my first time reading anything by this author. It is currently of the trend where comic book companies will hire big authors to pen some of their books, and so I knew she was a big sci-fi author. I've never read anything written by her, so like I was interested because I am a big fan of the Green Lantern books, and I'm going to have to revise my statement when I say that usually I'm always down for Green Lantern books, and I usually love every one I've read, but this one felt very underwhelming for me. This one it collects issues 1 through 12. There are 12 issues. That's why this is quite a beefy boy. I like the fact that not only was it written by a black author, it's also illustrated by a black artist, Jamel Campbell. But the thing with this, it felt very underwhelming. I get it. The Green Lanterns, they're the interstellar police force. You know, that they're the ones, they're like the sheriffs for the universe. They go and they basically keep the peace. So this lady, Sojourner Moulin, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, but I thought it was kind of neat that her first name was Sojourner, and, you know, New York State has this spiritualist kind of history in my region, Central New York, and Sojourner Truth was somebody who was like a key figure, like one of the key figures in that. So I thought it was kind of neat that her name was Sojourner. The artwork was interesting, but like I found this to be very blah. For being as thick as it is, and it was very much a slow burn, it felt like it was agonizing to get through this. Like it seemed like it took me even longer to get through this than any other book, so let's face it, I didn't enjoy it that much. There were a whole lot of wasted scenes, I felt like, of the main character just hanging out and eating and like just hanging out in this city, and it was just so much of a slow burn, like, and at times it was like kind of like romance, and it was just like a lot of unnecessary drama. So like, safe to say, this just was not for me. Like I said, it was something that I was really hyped to want to read, and now I'm kind of turned off by the author's writing that I don't know if I want to go check out any of her books now, because one of the good things that I did like about this was that she did use, I'd say 99% of the quotes were from important black people. One quote was from George Carlin, so like that was, you know, the only white person I think I saw a quote from. But yeah, I thought it was cool that most of the quotes were from, you know, important black figures. So yeah, I mean, it was cool in those regards, and that's why I gave it a 3 out of 5 star rating. Just because I like the concept, I like the whole idea of the team working on it, I like the idea of the quotes. But it was so underwhelming for me. And then when it ended, it was just like, that's it, really? That's how it ended? And I felt let down by the ending. I felt like this was something, I don't know if it was just hyped up in my mind, like I thought it was going to be much better than it actually was. But for me, it felt it was just underwhelming. Like, it didn't feel like it had that, like, you know, it's like, oh, Far Sector. And I liked another thing I liked about it, because I don't want you guys to think that I hated this book. I mean, I just didn't like certain aspects of it, but there were other things I did think were cool. Like, I like when they introduced a new issue, they would kind of go back and replay the events from the previous issue, so you're, like, kind of caught in the loop of knowing what the current stuff is going on. And some of that was kind of played out like a screenplay kind of wise, so it would be like a TV series. I thought that was interesting and kind of cool. But like it wasn't enough with all that stuff tied in, wasn't enough to give this a stronger rating for me, if that makes any sense. But maybe you're a fan of Jemison's writing. Maybe you've read her books and you're really wanting to check this out because you haven't read it yet. Yeah, feel free to go ahead and check that out. I will have a link to it down below for you guys to check it out for yourself, for you folks in the U.S. I will have a link to Amazon. I'm also going to throw it on my coffee link. If you got something from watching this video, you want to help support my channel, buy me a coffee or two. I'm also kind of thinking in the future of maybe doing some certain live streams that are going to be Patreon or coffee only. But I don't know. I'm going to have to do a poll on my channel. I'm getting really close to reaching 1,000 subscribers and all that jazz. If you can't do either of those things, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're well aware of when I upload again. I don't really know much more what to say about this because, you know, it just, like I said, it was very underwhelming for me. I thought I kind of expected more from this than what I got. But it is what it is. You know, I can say I've read it now, but, you know, I'm kind of disappointed that I'm not interested in pursuing this author's writings now after this. So it is what it is. That's all I got for you guys. Till next time, stay healthy and be good to each other.